Hi guys, welcome back to another cozy crochet vlog. My name is Tiffany and I've just been sharing my crochet and now knit journey with you all. It has been so fun doing that and I thought I would take you along with me this week as I do something really exciting. So in a video previously I shared about things I made for my toddler's playroom and one of those things was a crochet paper chain. I ended up putting a listing for that in my Etsy shop and I got some orders. So this vlog is going to be about getting those orders done. I have 3 orders for them and that's really exciting. I didn't put many of them up there because I'm not trying to stress myself out with orders or like turn this into a business. I'm just doing it for fun. And a lot of people on my Instagram seem to really want them. So I just wanted them to have the chance to have one because it is such a beautiful piece. On my TikTok and Instagram, I share a lot of mom and lifestyle content. So I give a lot of ideas for toddler moms out there in terms of like toys and creating like a whimsical childhood. So a lot of people also wanted the paper chain. They thought it was really cute. So I'm really excited to get started on this. I did put them as made to order and it's going to take me a little bit of time to get them done because 1, I am not a super fast crocheter, and 2, I also don't have a lot of time as a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom. So during this week, I'm just going to crochet them when I can and hopefully we can get them mailed out by the weekend. So I do have one started already. It was actually one I started working on after I finished my own. So that's kind of nice. I feel like I have a head start. So now I'm gonna have to go get yarn at some point. So I'll take you along with me for that. So let me just show you what we're working on this week. This is what I am talking about. So I am working on a paper chain. They're about 6 feet long when they're done. They're just so beautiful. They're a little time consuming, so hopefully I can maybe get this one done today. Like that would be kind of cool if I could do that, and then throughout the week I can start working on the other ones. This is the basket I've been using to keep the projects in, so I have all the yarn in there, everything I need to get working. I'm so glad you're here through the process and I'm really thankful to have a few crochet orders. It's so cool to be able to create something that people want. I'm also trying to be super mindful of like creating things and selling things because one of the things I'm trying to do in 2026 is just reduce my stress. In the past, I've created some crochet garlands and then I just keep making them until I stop enjoying it. And then whatever I have, I just sell that, but I don't keep forcing myself to keep doing it because that's where I'm like killing the joy for my hobby. So that's kind of the same with this. I'm just going to keep making them until I don't want to. And then when I don't want to, I'm just not going to do it anymore, I don't think. So we have a lot of work to do. Let's get these orders done. Let's pack them up. Let's ship them off together. And I will take you through the process and update you as we go. So today is Sunday. It is Sunday. Let's see how long it takes us to get these orders done as someone who is also very busy. Oh, and before we get started on the vlog, I thought I would show you this real quick. Look what I got. I got the Passionate Kelsey hoodie, the new version, and it's so good. I've wanted one for a while, and when she released this new version, it's like a bit of a darker green. It looked softer to me. I got it, true to myself, and it's so cozy, so good. So you'll be seeing this a lot. Okay, let's go. Okay, we are working on weaving in the ends. So I got this far on our first paper chain garland for these orders. And I will say, I would love to hear from you because I am currently weaving in ends, but I'm weaving them in. And if it was just for me, I would just weave them and then cut them. But because these are orders, like some of my first paper chain orders, I'm figuring it out still, and I'm weaving in the ends, but also I'm knotting them because I'm just afraid they're going to come undone. I want to, send the best product possible. So is that excessive or is that good practice? Please let me know your thoughts. I would love to save myself some time. It's currently now Monday. We just got back from the store where I picked up some more yarn in case I ran out. My daughter is currently napping, which is a big deal because she's in that in-between phase where she's about to drop her nap. So thankful for this time to get a little bit of work done. I'm hoping that by the end of the day, Monday, today, that I will have at least this one garland done, and then Tuesday I can start on the second of the 3 orders that I have for these paper chain garlands. But I also have a doctor's appointment tomorrow while my daughter's at school, which is a lot of when my work time and ability to do things is. So I just don't have a lot of time. I also want to get them done and shipped out before the weekend. Sunday, we are leaving to go on a little trip. So I would like to not have these on my mind at all and just bring a project for funsies to work on. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to sit here and keep weaving and knotting and cutting these ends off to get this finished and looking good. And I'll check back in with you soon. Okay, we are on what's today? Okay, it is officially Wednesday. We have 1 chain done and this of a second one. So in terms of progress, I kind of wish it was better. It's just so busy and it's hard to just fit in time to do this, honestly. And the other thing that's frustrating is, if you saw, I did have to cut one of these colors off because I realized on my finished one, I was taking it out of the bag so I could work on this one. I realized that I missed one. And I had already weaved in all my ends for that project and knotted, as you know, the ends. So I just decided to cut it instead of taking all the time to unknot it, unweave it. I just thought it'd be easier and a better use of my time to just get started on fixing it. So I had to fix that, so that set me behind too. I mean, the goal was to get these done by this weekend before I went out of town, but I'm not stressing about that now. It's okay because I want to take projects with me to work on when we're at Great Wolf Lodge this weekend. So if I have to take this, it's not a big deal. I don't have to send them out until next week, but I'm just going to keep updating you on my progress throughout this week. It's Wednesday. I'm going to have some time to work on it because I know my kid's going to fall asleep in the car. She's visiting with her dad at work. He said I could take a break. So once he brings her back, we go to her therapy appointment. We drive home because it's kind of a long drive. She'll fall asleep in the car. I'll have some work time. I'll have some work time tonight after she goes to bed too. So hopefully we can get more done today, and I'll just keep updating you on how it goes. Thank you for giving Remy a treat. Hi friends, it's now Sunday. I can't remember the last time I checked in, but it was kind of starting to feel repetitive and things are going slow. So we are at the end of chain 2. We are working on our last ring. We're gonna have to weave in a bunch of ends. So we are not gonna get done. I'm literally leaving for Great Wolf Lodge with my family in a couple hours. So the plan was to have these done before then, but it's a slow process and I obviously was busy with other things during the week. It's fine. These aren't like late orders or anything on Etsy. They're made to order, but I was just hoping to have them done and out sooner and faster. So we are going to take this with us. It'll be what I work on while we're on our trip. I do have some car time, so I get to be a passenger princess and crochet. And then maybe, you know, if my husband is playing with my daughter in the water or something and I get to take a break, I can work on this too. When it comes to keeping this listing up in my Etsy shop, I'm going to have to think about how many I keep up at a time, because doing so many at one time is kind of hard because I'm so slow at it. But I will say, I'm enjoying doing it still, so I'm going to keep the listing up for a while. The other thing is that I think I got a rush of order because I shared it on my Instagram, and you know, that is a platform where I think there's a lot of people who follow me for a different reason, not crochet, so they might not be able to crochet and they wanted to, you know, purchase one. You know, if you're someone who crochets and you want to make your own, like I totally get that. The original pattern will be down below. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep plugging along. If I could come back, now this is kind of a stretch, if I could come back from Great Wolf Lodge with the third one done, that would be really cool, but we'll see. We did it. We got them all done. Well, actually, I'm lying. So I got the 3 orders that I had done, but then another one came in later. We're going to finish that one off camera. Just focus on these 3 that I talked about at, honestly, the beginning of last week. It is now Friday of the following week. We went to Great Wolf Lodge. I do not know why I thought I was going to get so much done. It was spring break at Great Wolf Lodge. Insane. Also got food poisoning at the end. That took me out for a couple days, and we've just been plugging along. I could use a break from the paper chains, but I do love them. I am obsessed with them. These bad boys are going to go out in the mail today so they can go to their forever home. I can't wait for them to get them and hang them up wherever they want. It was definitely time consuming, and I can't tell if it is me because I work on, you know, such short pockets of time, or if it is just more of a time consuming thing. I thought it was going to take less time than it did, but you know, we got through it. We're going to get these out, and maybe I can, you know, reevaluate my process or my pricing or something like that. So I will say, you know, I got some of these orders via my Instagram, and you know, a lot of people that follow me there are not necessarily crafters and crocheters. This is something that I have in my Etsy shop if you're interested in purchasing, you know, because maybe you don't crochet or you don't have the time or don't want to do it yourself. I totally get it. You are a crocheter and you want to make it for yourself. I love that too. I'll put the pattern in the description for you. So like I said, I have one more of these, and after that I am excited for a break unless I get another order, which I will welcome, but I am excited to actually crochet something else and pick out what I want to do. I want to make an Easter garland for my toddler. I want to get back to my knit project and make some other things. I have lots of ideas. So thank you for being here for a week and a half of this vlog of crocheting orders that I got in my Etsy shop for these rainbow paper chains. I also have a couple for some banners. If you go to my Etsy shop, you'll notice that a lot of what I sell is teacher classroom decor and like tapestries and things like that, because that's where I kind of got started. So some people actually ordered this and this happy birthday sign, that it's my birthday sign. So I'm going to be sending out some of those combo orders. Before I left the classroom, I started a business selling teacher tapestries because I thought it'd be really simple and easy way for teachers to decorate their classroom and make them a nice, calm, and cozy space for students. So I was so thankful to have the opportunity to crochet for customers this week, but mad respect for people who do this full time, because I'm just doing it for funsies, but it is tough work. I'm gonna pack these orders up, and that's all I have for you this week. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next cozy crochet craft vlog. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see me more, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, where I share more lifestyle and mom content. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.